Coming up on NewsWatch Ole Miss, churches of Memphis have joined the police department in an attempt to gain community support in decreasing gun theft from vehicles.
Saltwater entering the Mississippi River from the Gulf of Mexico could lead to an extreme saltwater intrusion if river levels continue to drop.
And Visit Oxford has won an award for their exceptional service for group events. NewsWatch Ole Miss starts now. Good evening and welcome to NewsWatch Ole Miss. I'm Mackenzie Cox.
And I'm Verlicia Gavin. In efforts to reduce gun theft from vehicles, the Memphis Police Department is partnering with churches in order to reach community members. Since 2014, Tennessee law allows people to carry guns in their cars without a permit. And a law enforcement says that thieves are now breaking into cars with the sole aim of obtaining these firearms. They're hoping to utilize the existing community relationships within the churches to spread the word against leaving unsecured firearms in cars. An Oxford man has recently started a nonprofit organization that raises service dogs for veterans, but now his character is being put into question. NewsWatch reporter Cameron Hass has the more.
Veteran Tim Leatherby now likes to spend his days running his nonprofit, which raises service dogs to give to fellow veterans within Lafayette County.
My wife said I had too many dogs, and everybody seemed to want one, so I started giving them to vets for service dogs, and then they can go through training over here in Tupelo for even more.
Despite all of these claims he's making about the great work he's doing, a quick search into his background has provided interesting information about his past that doesn't align with his story. According to an article published in 2013 from KATU Channel 2 News, Tim has scammed some of his former veteran employees who worked for his company Leatherby Tools for thousands of dollars. One of these scam veterans said in the article, and quote, "He's hurt a lot of people that have served our country, and they deserve more respect than that. I deserve more respect than that." There was clear irritation expressed by Leatherby in the 2013 article interview when it says, and quote, "At one point, Leatherby said the veterans who left his side and are demanding their wages are whiners and liars. Later, he changed his tact." A local veterans association who wished to not go on record about anything regarding Leatherby expressed their concerns about his nonprofit and what exactly his true intentions are. I'm Cameron Hass, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
If you're wanting a new look for your license plate, you're in luck. Governor Tate Reeves has announced that the Mississippi License Tag Commission is looking for new design ideas for the next official car tag for the state. Designs must be submitted in Adobe Illustrator format with a maximum of 3 colors. The submission process is open and all designs must be submitted by email to licenseplatedesign.dor.ms.gov along with the name, address, and phone number by November 30th, 2022 for consideration. Lafayette County Sheriff Joey East has officially opened the Sheriff's Department's new fitness center where law enforcement will be able to complete physical training together. It will be open 24/7 and features 18 pieces of equipment sponsored by Nicholas Air. It's located right next to the Sheriff's Department and Detention Center on Jackson Avenue. The facility is part of East's wellness program. His goal is to expand the services to surrounding state and federal law enforcement as well as other county employees.
The Oxford and Lafayette County Fire Departments are celebrating another year of service and growth with the presentation of 3 annual awards given by the Exchange Club of Oxford. Congratulations to Captain Matt Tatum and Carter Hillman for being awarded as Oxford and Lafayette County's Firefighters of the Year, and Buster Howell awarded as Emergency Medical Responder of the Year. Both departments saw a lot of growth this year with a major increase in calls, pay raises, and the hiring of department's first full-time firefighters. And staying on firefighters, the Oxford Fire Department sold raffle tickets supporting Breast Cancer Awareness Month last month, with the chance of winning a pink fire helmet. NewsWatch reporter DeLaken Crawford has more.
Interested in fire helmets? Oxford Fire Department is raffling a pink fire helmet in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
We were looking for something unique, something that we could get a lot of firemen involved with to raise more money.
Fire Inspector Josh Ferguson says the pink fire helmet idea started during COVID when they were raising money through a ping pong tournament. But Fire Chief Joy Gardner says they struggle to find people to participate.
With it being Breast Cancer Awareness Month and everything, being pink, we got a pink fire helmet and said, well, let's try this.
Here I am at Oxford Fire Station number 1, where they are selling raffle tickets to benefit mammograms and transportation for women without insurance with the chance of winning this pink helmet.
We wanted to try to do something to be able to give some money to the cancer center here in town.
And to help women that don't have insurance or transportation to pay for mammograms.
It worked out really well.
So far, they have sold about 300 tickets. If you're interested, you can buy tickets via cash, check, or Venmo for $5 each, or 5 for $20 at Fire Station 1. Tune in to Facebook Live on November 1st at noon to learn if you won. I am DeLaken Crawford, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Visit Oxford was recently awarded with the 2022 Reader's Choice Award for Exemplary Service for Group Events. It was one of 416 recipients across the South to receive this award. Since its debut in 2001, this is the first time Visit Oxford has received this award. It will be featured as an award recipient in the December 2022 awards issue of Convention South magazine, showcasing some of the most talented meeting professionals in the nation.
Coming up, Pfizer is working on creating an RSV vaccine for senior citizens.
And the accused attacker in the Pelosi case pleads not guilty on all charges.
Hey,
this and more after the break. But first, here's Madeline Pruitt with a look at your current conditions.
Mississippi. It's sunny outside and it feels wonderful. So grab your friends and enjoy a nice walk outside this evening.
Does it ever seem like some people are actually trying to destroy the planet? And the rest of us are like, hey, we need this planet. Some people may be slow to learn, but they'll eventually get the message.
Great having you.
Incredible women. I wish they had those kind of cool careers for women when we were growing up.
So in this flashback, we're all the same age?
Yeah.
What does everyone want to be when they grow up?
If I say 2 jobs, do I get extra credit?
No.
I want to make immersive video games. I want to revolutionize 3D printing. I want to analyze data from the cloud.
I want to be a meteor.
You mean meteorologist?
No.
That's great, Al. Follow your dreams.
For the record, I was a baby in the 70s.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Is my light bright enough? You're such a glow-off.
Well, you know.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Legacy isn't just about where you're from, it's about where you're going. So where are you going?
I'm going to be the first in my family to graduate.
I'm going to make a difference.
Just like my granddad.
I'm going to make the bestseller list.
And I'm going to help him get there.
I'm going to win a championship.
Again! I'm going to lock the vault! Hotty toddy!
I'm going to take the next step.
I'm going to bring them to their feet.
I'm going to Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. Build your legacy.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. The Mississippi River could soon experience high levels of saltwater intrusion. Due to the drought, river levels have seen an extreme drop. This decrease in the levels has led to an increase of saltwater entering the river from the Gulf of Mexico. Here's CNN's reporter Morgan Lentis with more on the story.
The mighty Mississippi has that moniker for a reason. Its normal flow rate is 700,000 cubic feet per second. But as river levels drop, so does its speed.
Typically, the river has enough force to kind of keep the Gulf of Mexico at bay, but as the river flow drops, salt water does progress upriver just because the riverbed is naturally below sea level.
It's called saltwater intrusion, and it only gets worse the lower river levels fall. This gauge behind me here is a really good way to tell how high the Mississippi River is. Actually, the bank I'm standing on right now would normally be underwater, and in times of flooding, it can get as high as 17 feet.
You know, in 2019, when I started as president, I had a historical high river.
But now, Plaquemines Parish President Kirk Lapine is dealing with the opposite problem. Saltwater from the Gulf has pushed so far upriver that 2 water treatment plants in the southern part of the parish can't keep up.
It's going to be a salty taste. It's going to have a salty smell to it.
Leaving about 1,000 people with water that is safe to shower in, but unpleasant to drink. And for those with certain medical conditions, a health hazard.
We're concerned. We're watching it very closely.
The Army Corps of Engineers recently built an underground levee to limit the amount of salt water seeping through. For its part, the parish is installing a second osmosis plant to better remove salt water from its system. Other than that, the only thing to do is hope and pray for relief.
Some snow or something that would actually bring some of that volume of water in the tributary and push that river, you know, back to the standard it needs to be.
Yesterday, we covered a story on Pfizer creating an RSV vaccine administered to pregnant women. Now, the company is working towards an RSV vaccine for seniors. This vaccine would be the first of its kind and help to prevent serious illness in older adults, a group that is already at an elevated risk for higher intensity symptoms. Pharmaceutical company GSK says that the FDA has accepted its application and will conduct an expedited review with the results expected by early May.
The man accused of attacking Paul Pelosi, husband of Nancy Pelosi, is being held in jail without bail. However, suspect David DePape pleaded not guilty in a California courtroom on Tuesday. Authorities say DePape attacked Pelosi early Friday with a hammer, fracturing his skull. Some lawmakers remain concerned about potential threats. Though no motive has been released, police claim DePape had intentions of possibly killing Paul Pelosi.
Twitter's new CEO, Elon Musk, reiterated in a tweet that the platform will not allow any users back onto its interface who have been banned for violating Twitter's rules until a clear process is established, which could take weeks. With midterm elections around the corner, this means that many users, including former President Donald Trump, will not be able to access Twitter until after the elections are held. This all follows last week's announcement that the company will also form a content moderation council to aid in decision-making regarding user bans and how the platform is policed.
Starbucks has revealed their new cups for the holiday season. Starting tomorrow, customers will receive their hot drinks in one of their 4 holiday-themed cups. No new drinks were added to the menu, but you can still enjoy one of the winter staples like the peppermint mocha. However, if you are looking for a new treat to try with that drink, Starbucks also announced a new chocolate pistachio swirl roll. And now let's get back to Madeline for a quick look at weather.
Hey y'all, it is currently 75 here in Oxford, sunny with winds coming in from the north at 7 miles per hour. We can expect colder temperatures in the mornings and in the late evenings, but it sure does not feel like November here in Mississippi. We'll come back after the break.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 70 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantori here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
Hey y'all, and welcome back. It is currently 75 here in Oxford, sunny, clear skies with winds coming in from the north area. There is 1% chance of precipitation today. And looking at our regional map, we can see that in the northeast area it is low 70s, with the rest being mid 70s and high 70s, looking at Holly Springs and Oxford. We can see this weather throughout this week. And looking at tonight's forecast, it is supposed to be a low of 50 with clear skies continuing out through the night, with winds at 1 to 2 miles per hour coming from the northwest area and a 6% chance of precipitation. And looking at tomorrow's forecast, it's supposed to be a high of 79 with clear skies and sunny continuing, with winds coming in slightly from the southeast area. And as we can see here, this is our radar map, and we can see the reason why it's clear skies and sunny outside. We have nothing headed our way until this weekend. And looking at our regional map again for tomorrow, we can see that the northeast corner is also keeping high 70s with the topping the 80s throughout the other. And looking at our 5-day forecast, we can see that throughout this week it's keeping up in high 70s and low 80s, but on Saturday you will need a rain jacket if you're planning on heading outside, and a low precipitation Sunday and Monday as well. And looking at our week outlook, we can expect warm temperatures throughout this week until heading on into the weekend, where we will see possible rainfall in the weekend. And I'm loving these fall temperatures in the morning and the evening, so if you're being outside in the mornings, be sure to have a jacket. We'll see y'all tomorrow for that next week's forecast.
Coming up, Jonathan Mingo is drawing national attention, and the Phillies took a 2-1 lead in the World Series last night. I'll have that and more up next in sports.
Creating a legacy takes time, takes dedication, spirit, and a greater vision. That vision starts here at the University of Mississippi. What will you be remembered by? Your character, your contributions, your friendship. Your legacy will define who we are now and who we are becoming for our state, our students, and our future. Ole Miss, build your legacy.
Bring it. Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home.
Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride?
Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one?
I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
Ole Miss 18th NCAA tournament appearance.
This is fun, folks, as Baker's peeling it. Little heat check. Snow Collins for three. Bring it up.
Said, I love Madison Scott.
Ole Miss Rebels are having a lot of fun, and you can see why.
Welcome back, Rebels. Starting off tonight, big news for Jonathan Mingo as he's been added to the Biletnikoff Award watch list. The Biletnikoff Award is given to the most outstanding receiver in college football. Any player who catches a pass, regardless of position, is eligible for the award. And Mingo is one of 6 receivers in the nation on the watch list for it. Mingo had a record-breaking day when Ole Miss beat Vanderbilt and hauled in 9 catches for 247 yards and 2 touchdowns, which not only set a school record, but is by far the most by an FBS wide receiver this season. The Biletnikoff Award recipient is selected by a highly distinguished Biletnikoff Award National Selection Committee, who will announce this year's award winner on December 8th on the Home Depot College Football Awards. You can watch the award show on ESPN. And switching to the courts, Ole Miss volleyball hosts Tennessee tonight for a midweek matchup. The Rebels are coming off a 3-match winning streak against rival Mississippi State, where middle blockers Peyton Broach and Sasha Ratliff led the attack, combining for 75 kills on a .418 attacking percentage. And Tennessee has actually lost their last 3 matches leading into tonight, but they are led by senior right side Morgan Fingal, who leads their offense and the SEC with 4.16 kills per set, and the Vols lead the all-time series against Ole Miss. So it should be a good matchup. You can watch them on SEC Network and ESPN Plus at 6:30, or if you're in town, you can cheer them on in person at the Gillum Center. And Rebel men's basketball junior Matthew Morrell has been named second-team preseason All-SEC this morning. This honor is voted on by head coaches to highlight players projected to make big moves on the court this year, and Morrell definitely fit the bill since he is one of the best three-point shooters and all-around guards returning this season, after he was ranked second in three-point shooting and third in threes per game, and was ranked in the top 10 for minutes per game, field goal shooting, and scoring. He accounted for 26.6% of all Ole Miss three-pointers last season and averaged 20 points in the final 3 games. You can watch him and the rest of the Rebel basketball team when they open their 2022 regular season Monday against Alcorn State at 8 p.m. And on to the World Series, the Philadelphia Phillies crushed the Houston Astros in last night's game with a 7-0 win to take a 2-1 series lead. The Astros started quickly for the games 1 and 2, but then the Phillies decided it was their turn and took a 4-0 lead just 2 innings in and had 5 home runs in the game. They're actually the first in history to hit 5 home runs in 5 innings in a World Series game. On the other side, Astros pitcher Lance McCullers is now tied for most home runs allowed by a pitcher in a single World Series game, so it was definitely a rough night for him. The Phillies are scheduled to start pitcher Aaron Nola for tonight's game, and Christian Javier will be on the bump for the Astros. They'll face off tonight at 7:03 p.m. And that's all I've got for sports. Be sure to follow us at Rebel_Watch for the latest sports updates.
Thanks, Sarah Gale. Coming up, learn about 2 kids who have gone viral for their good deed during trick-or-treating.
More coming up after the break.
Times during class, and I tell her to talk to him, and it's like, oh, ew.
You ready to play band with us? I'm gonna play my clarinet.
And Elmo's gonna play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us.
Ready?
That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu. And especially this year, no one has time to get sick. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
We are Ole Miss Rebels. As Mississippi's flagship university, we dig deeper, see farther, work harder. We pioneered human organ transplants. We helped prove Einstein's theory of gravitational waves. We are distinguished as a Carnegie R1 top 2.5% research institution. We are Ole Miss, transforming lives and the world.
A study shows that when given the choice, bumblebees will choose playtime almost every time.
This buzzworthy study gave a group of bees two options: a clear path to food or a path filled with miniature wooden balls. The bees not only preferred the pint-sized play area, but most stopped and played with the balls.
Some tumbled with the playthings up to 44 times a day. Not only did the research suggest the bees found this playtime rewarding, but the study also found that the younger bees played more than the older bees, mirroring the human behavior of playful young children.
Halloween was just a couple of days ago, and these sweet kids from Indiana were caught on camera refilling an empty candy bowl while trick-or-treating.
That's right, Mackenzie. Watch as Camden and Macy show their generosity and why they are Halloween heroes.
Some people took a lot of pieces.
Watch as Camden and Macy Chestner realize the candy bucket at a Lowell, Indiana home on Halloween is empty. Most kids would walk away.
I'm gonna put some candy.
A brave moment for a big brother who generously adds some of his own candy with his sister for the next trick-or-treaters. Tonight, we spoke with them and their mom.
I'm a girl, little sister.
Yes.
And they thought I was a boy.
Yes, an important point of clarification from Macy. Let's continue as Camden described why he did what he did with his little sis.
I once saw something on YouTube, and it was someone giving someone's candy bowl with like a teenager took all the candy from it. So I was thinking I would be nice too and also do that.
The owner of the home where this happened shared the video with Hammond firefighters, who then set out to search for Camden and Macy's mother.
It makes me feel really good. Like, I wasn't even expecting it all day. I was just really proud of them.
Residents now calling them Halloween heroes. So we asked the siblings what they think it means to be a hero.
Someone that can, helps others and does anything to like help anybody in need.
Helping people when they get hurt. And when they get hurt, I tell them to take a deep breath through their nose and take a deep breath out through their mouth.
Oh, that's really sweet. You know, most of the time you see kids doing the opposite. So that's really cute to see them, you know, actually putting it back in.
Yes, great job to Camden and Macy getting into the giving spirit on this Halloween.
Sure.
We love to see it. But that's all for tonight. For NewsWatch Ole Miss, I'm Mackenzie Cox.
And I'm Verlicia Gavin. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we'll see you again tomorrow at 5.
Thank you and good night.